Abilities, abilities, abilities. Some people say abilities have ruined the game of Madden. I have my own opinions on that. But in order to be competitive, you gotta use abilities, and we're gonna go over some of the best ones in the game as of right now. If you guys are looking for the safest, cheapest, and fastest way to get your coins to build your God Squad, check out buymmog.com. Stop buying packs. There's a more affordable way to build your coin stack. All you gotta do is click on the platform that you're on and let them know right here how many coins you need. At checkout, make sure you're using code SNODS to get 10% off on your order. That link's in the description. Let's build that squad, baby. Yo, what is going on, everybody? SNODS here. We're back with another video today. We're talking about abilities in Madden 24 right now, which ones you guys should be using. Now, obviously, it's early. As the year goes on, abilities are going to change. They're going to get players that have 0 AP abilities. We'll go over what that means if you're not sure what that means. But as the year goes on, there's going to be more and more abilities that we see in this game. I didn't want to go over this too early because beginning stages of month, we don't really have a lot of abilities. And in my opinion, that's the most fun part of Madden. But we're getting to the point where we're seeing a lot of abilities and they have a big effect on the game. So you're going to want to start using them. So we're going to get into that. If you guys are new here, be sure to subscribe to the channel. We're almost at 3K subscribers. Also, be sure to check out Underdog Fantasy. That's in the link down below. If you guys use code SNODS at checkout, they will double your first deposit up to $100. So be sure to check that out. That is the best way to support the channel. But here we go. We're going to go over to mud.gg and take a look at all these abilities. Let's go. Okay, so here we are. We're in mud.gg. I wanted to do this lineup builder on mud.gg because my lineup is kind of in shambles right now. So I wanted to be clear and show you guys everything here. The first thing that I want to go over with abilities is what is AP. Right now, our AP limit is at 7. Now, that AP limit's going to change as the year goes on. But right now, it is at 7. So that 7 is how many points that we can use on AP. So every certain ability that we use on a player is going to count for a certain amount of AP, right? Now, as the year goes on, there will be a couple players that get 0 AP abilities, but we don't really have any of that right now, so we don't have to worry about that just yet. But as the year goes on, we will get that. So I got Joe Montana right here. We're gonna go over to abilities and we're gonna throw an ability on him. We're just gonna throw on where is it? Gunslinger. We're gonna use that, right? As you can see right here, it says 2 AP for Gunslinger. We're gonna go ahead and select that. So now that Gunslinger is using 2 out of the 7 points that we can use on our offense. Offense has 7, defense has 7. You're going to want to make sure you're managing that as best as possible. So there we go. Joe Montana has 2 AP that's being used up. So now, what abilities should you guys be using? That's the first one that I'm going to go ahead and cover. That is Gunslinger. Gunslinger on your quarterback is very, very important. You guys need to make sure that you're using Gunslinger for now. We don't have a velocity ability just yet, like set feet lead. Once we do get that, that's going to be more important than Gunslinger. But for now, Gunslinger is very, very important to have on your quarterback. And that's probably going to use about 2 AP for pretty much every quarterback that you use. So if we go over to mub.gg and check out the abilities tier list, the Gunslinger will fall right into the elite tier abilities, which is the top tier abilities that we have here. I do recommend checking out this abilities tier list because it lists out every single ability, which ones are good out of, you know, elite, gold, and silver. The ones you want to use are the elite and the gold abilities for sure. But what is Gunslinger? If you don't know what Gunslinger is, you can go ahead and click on it and it lets us know what it is, and it lets us know all of the players that get Gunslinger. So you're going to want to make sure you're using this tool. Very, very effective tool on mud.gg. So what is Gunslinger? Quarterback has increased pass animation speed and larger threshold before using the long Hail Mary windup animation. So long story short, this is going to make sure that your quarterback gets rid of the ball a little faster. Now, is it going to make that ball move any quicker than normal? No, it's not, but he's going to get rid of the ball quicker, and that's very, very important. One thing to keep in mind, we're going to go to Johnny Manziel here. You want to take a look at this quarterback's release. Johnny Manziel has traditional 2 quarterback release. That is a really good QB release. So maybe jump into practice mode and take a look at what that release looks like without Gunslinger. Because if you don't need to use up the AP, you shouldn't. So if you like traditional 2, which is a really good release, stick with it and use that AP somewhere else. The next one we're going to go over is another quarterback ability. We're going to go ahead and go to tier 1 here. And that is gift wrapped. Gift wrapped is only 1 AP for most of the quarterbacks out there. So we're at 3 AP on Joe Montana right now. So we're going to go back to the tier list And we look in the elite tier ability slot here. Gift wrap is in there at number 3. This is a really, really good ability. This wasn't a really good one last year, if I remember, but for whatever reason this year, dude, it's absolutely insane. You have to have gift wrapped. Gift wrap, what it is, passers with this ability have a better chance to complete passes to uncovered receivers. This ability has made receivers ridiculous. They jump up and catch a ball that you normally don't see them catch. Gift wrap is perfect for that. Make sure you have, it's only 1 AP for most of the really good quarterbacks that are out there. And again, if you click on the ability in mud.gg, it will list right here what quarterbacks get that ability. So here we go. We're at 3 AP on Joe Montana, and we're not done with Joe Montana. If you have Joe Montana, you're going to want to make sure that you're going to tier 4 abilities and equipping Hot Route Master. Now, if you don't have Joe Montana and you don't have Hot Route Master, there's a way around this, and we'll show you that right after this when I explain Hot Route Master. But if you have Joe Montana, you want to use this Hot Route Master. All in all, we're using a total of 6 AP on Joe Montana, which sounds crazy, but we're early in MUT right now. There's not a whole lot of really good abilities on offense, and using all of those abilities, like I said, you take a look at the elite tier ability spot here. All of those abilities that we're using are all in here. So they're very, very important. They're all very, very effective. So what is Hot Route Master? Let's go ahead and click it right here. As you can see, Joe Montana is the only one that gets it. Basically what it is, passers with this ability have access to 4 extra hot routes during pre-play adjustments. So you're going to have the ability to give any receiver that's in your lineup any additional hot routes, and these routes are some of the best routes in the game. Putting tight ends on corner routes, really, really good. All that good stuff. You can go in practice mode and experiment for hours on different things that you can do with Hot Route Master. If you're a passer in this game, this is a must-have ability, and you gotta have it. You can get so creative with Hot Route Master in calling hot routes with any receiver in the game. So that's 6 AP. What am I doing with my additional 1 AP? I have Bo Jackson still as my running back, and here's what I'm doing. I am equipping recuperation for 1 AP. I'll show you why. We'll go to the tier list right here. It is actually in the gold tier abilities. We'll go ahead and click on it right here. So what it is, gives the ability to the running back to recover from fatigue at an increased rate. Now, I use my running back a lot. If you find that you use your running back a lot, this is a really, really good ability to have, as you can just keep hammering the football with your running back. Now, this isn't just a running back ability. There's a lot of different players, corners, wide receivers. Jared Allen gets it. There's all kinds of different players that get this. So if you find that, your running back's getting fatigued a lot, might be good for you. This isn't going to break my lineup if I don't have it, but it certainly helps me if I have it. So there we go, recuperation. And that's what you want to do with your abilities. If you find, there's 1 more AP that you can use, try to find something that will help you. It might not help you a whole lot, but find something that's going to help you a little bit. Again, take a look at these tier lists. These abilities are being reported from actual people playing the game, letting you know, hey, this is a good ability. Take a look at all of these abilities and see, hey, maybe this helps me out. Maybe I juke a lot. Maybe jukebox is a really, really good ability to use. So back to not having Joe Montana, right? If you don't have Joe Montana and you can't get Hot Route Master, here's what you guys could do. So here we go. Here's the other setup that you guys could do if you don't have Hot Route Master. Put tight end apprentice on a tight end, slot apprentice on one of your wide receivers. Obviously, gunslinger and gift wrap on your quarterback is a must, but you want to get some kind of apprentice on your field in multiple positions. We'll go back to the tier list right here. As you guys can see right here, slot apprentice, running back apprentice is in the elite tier section right here. Tight end apprentice actually isn't even rated. I don't know if they just missed that, but I use tight end apprentice because I use my tight end a lot. But we'll start at the top here. They're pretty much all the same. The only issue is the difference between Hot Route Master and any kind of apprentice ability is that the player with that certain ability has to be lined up in that spot. So slot apprentice, that wide receiver has to be in the slot. Running back apprentice, that player has to be at running back. Tight end apprentice, same thing. They have to be at tight end. So if you're using Kyle Pitts at wide receiver and you have tight end apprentice and he's lined up as a wide receiver, you will not be able to use it. So what it is, slot apprentice, we'll start there. When lined up in the slot, I'm not going to go over every single one of these abilities. They're pretty much the same. It's just that they have to be in that certain spot. So lined up in that slot, players with this ability have access to 4 additional hot routes. So those 4 additional hot routes are the same hot routes that you would get in Hot Route Master. So that's the easy way to do it. If you don't have Hot Route Master, go ahead and just throw slot apprentice, tight end apprentice, running back apprentice on whatever player that you use the most on your offense. Okay, so that's the offensive side of things. Let's go over to defense. And the first thing I'm gonna do is throw Anthony Walker in there. You guys know what I'm gonna do here. You go to tier 3 and then you select Lurk Artist. Anthony Walker gets Lurk Artist for 1 AP. You would have thought he would have got it for more. But this right here, this ability basically just brings back middle linebackers. So if you have a middle linebacker like Patrick Willis, Ray Lewis, all these good middle linebackers, they're back. As long as you have Lurk Artist on them, they can jump, all that good stuff. So what is Lurk Artist? Let's go ahead and take a look at it as it is in the elite abilities. Defenders with this ability can make jumping. They can jump 180-degree interceptions while lurking in a zone in the middle of the field, have a greater interception rate, and don't tire after interceptions. There we go. They finally made an ability to bring back middle linebackers, and there you go. That's my first one. The next one that I like to have is at free safety, and that's Paul Krause. Deep end zone KO in your tier 4 ability. That's going to take up 2 AP, so we're at 3 now. What is that? That is the #1 ability right here, elite. And what it is, defenders with this ability force more catch knockouts and react quicker in deep zone coverages 20+ yards from the line of scrimmage and inside the numbers. So any pass that's 20 yards or further, they're going to get the ability to knock out the ball in a head-on collision. So Randy Moss goes up to catch the ball. Paul Krause is there. He hits him. He's probably going to be able to knock that ball out most of the time. He's also going to have quicker reactions in deep zone coverages at 20 yards or more. This is a really good one. As free safeties, they're usually covering the deep part of the field. So this is a very good ability to have. And then the next 4 AP, here's what I do. I just find a corner with Pick Artist and I throw them in there. My 2 best corners are going to have Pick Artist. I don't think there's any corners out there that get Pick Artist for 0 or 1 AP just yet. So you're going to have corners with 2 AP with Pick Artist. So I've got Charles Woodson and Darrell Revis. So that's all 7. So what is Pick Artist? What's it going to do? Again, it is in the elite tier ability. Go ahead and select that. This is going to have defenders have a higher chance to catch uncontested interceptions, and they have unlimited stamina on the return, which is actually huge. Gives you a good chance getting a pick 6. So this is going to give that DB a really, really good animation and going for the pick. You know, when the wide receivers and corners are jumping up at the same time, you have Pick Artist, you're probably going to get that ball. So Pick Artist is really, really good to have on your corners. So that's what I'm doing on defense. 2 Pick Artists. I'm running Anthony Walker on Lurk Artist, and then I've got a deep end zone KO on Paul Krause. Now, pretty much every one of the elite tier abilities that we had here, I did cover. I didn't cover a couple of these. Double or Nothing. I haven't actually used this, but apparently it's very good. It's for pass rushers. Pass rushers with this ability must spend double the pass rush points to perform a move, but are granted dominant wins. So I guess it's just a really good chance of getting a shed online. I guess that's what that ability is. Jukebox. We love Jukebox. Madden 20, if you guys were there during that time, Jukebox was ridiculous. Apparently it is back. Basically what it is, ball carriers with this ability have a steerable juke animation. The juke animation is just faster is what it is. So if you find a running back and you have extra AP, say you're not using Gunslinger, maybe Jukebox is good. It doesn't just go on running backs. You can use it on wide receivers and quarterbacks as well if you run the ball with your quarterback a lot. But yeah, those are pretty much all of my favorite abilities that you guys should be using right now. Obviously, as the year goes on, 0 AP and stuff like that comes out, the abilities are gonna change up a lot. So we'll make more videos in the future, but right now, in my opinion, that is the best way to set up your abilities on your team as of right now. But yeah, guys, that's gonna be it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, throw a like on the video and comment on the video. Which abilities are you guys using right now? That's it from me, boys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm out of here. Peace.